You wake up knowing you have things to do, but the bed is warm, the phone is nearby, and a quiet voice whispers that the world can wait. That small voice is not an enemy. It is a signal. It is where habit, fear, and comfort meet, and the moment you notice it, you have the power to choose. Imagine for a second that laziness is not a moral failing, but a weather pattern inside you. Sometimes it pours, sometimes it clears. What matters is learning how to carry an umbrella and when to dance in the rain. Start with curiosity. Ask not why you're lazy, but where that urge comes from. Is it overwhelm? Is it lack of meaning? Is it physical fatigue masked as resistance? Naming the feeling turns a fog into a map. Now feel the problem. The more we shove it under a label like lazy, the more it hides its reasons. When you call yourself lazy, you feed shame, and shame buries courage. Replace the word with a description. I'm avoiding this task because I'm afraid of being judged. I am procrastinating because the steps are unclear. Even small rephrasing changes the nervous system. You begin to argue with the pattern rather than naming yourself. That shift is subtle, and it is everything. Next, take tiny actions that make the mountain shrink into stones. Pick one stone, not the whole climb. For example, if you want to write, set a timer for 5 minutes and write anything. If you want to exercise, put on your shoes and step outside. The mind resists beginnings more than actions. Momentum is mercilessly kind. It rewards a first step. Use a simple sequence. Notice, name, act, reflect. Notice the pull toward inertia. Name the reason. Act for 5 minutes. Reflect on what changed. Repeat. Stoic wisdom teaches that we control impressions, not initial impulses. Marcus Aurelius wrote about choosing what to attend to. Attention is a muscle you can train. Feed it with rituals that are kind and absurdly small. Rituals reduce friction because they remove decision. Put a mug by the kettle, put the book by the bed, keep one page of writing on the desk. These tiny commitments take the tyranny out of choice. Play with the seriousness. Make a game of it. Time yourself and try to beat your own 5 minutes. Celebrate small wins like they are trophies, because they are. The truth is, you are not building willpower. You are designing an environment where willpower is not needed. Practical steps to try today. Step 1. Pick a single priority and define success as starting, not finishing. Step 2. Set a 5-minute timer and begin. Step 3. Remove one distraction for the first 5 minutes. Put your phone in another room. Step 4. Name what you felt resisting and write it down. Step 5. Reward yourself with one small pleasurable thing after the session: a walk, a song, a cup of tea. These steps are not tricks. They are rewiring. Over time, 5 minutes becomes 15, then an hour. But even if it does not, you will have won something rare: your ability to show up for yourself. That is the quiet courage that makes life unfold. When resistance returns, do not fight it with anger. Ask it to sit beside you. Ask it what it needed. Often laziness is a boundary in disguise. Maybe you are burning out. Maybe your workload does not match your values. Courage here is not brute force. It is tenderness and clarity. Balance being serious about your goals with playfulness toward your methods. This is where depth meets lightness, and where transformation actually happens. Now, try one 5-minute start. Notice what shifts. If you want to share what worked or what did not in the comments. I want to hear your small steps and your questions so we can learn together. Breathe, and remember that consistent smallness beats heroic bursts. Once you have practiced beginning, expand the same attention to structure. Designable areas are sleep, movement, fuel, and micro-commitments. Sleep matters more than motivation. Movement primes the brain. Food affects focus. Micro-commitments are tiny promises you keep to yourself. Choose one habit in each area. For sleep, set a bedtime ritual that nudges you toward rest. For movement, promise 2 minutes of stretching after waking. For fuel, add one whole food to a meal. For micro-commitments, pick 3 tiny tasks you will absolutely do today, then do them. When you slip, do not collapse. Reset with one of 2 moves: a reset breath and a 5-minute action. The reset breath is 3 slow inhales and 3 slow exhales while naming one small next step. The 5-minute action is the habit that gets you past inertia. Repeat these resets like a coach in your pocket. Over time, the habit of restarting will outlast the habit of giving up. Philosophically, remember that life asks for presence more than productivity. Stoics remind us that control is limited, but choice remains. Choose to act with curiosity, not punishment. Choose to experiment. Treat yourself as a laboratory. Try variations. If mornings fail, you try evenings. If long sessions collapse, split them. Our identities shift when we accumulate evidence. Each tiny act that aligns with who you want to be creates a new interior story. That story forms the backbone of discipline. Take this as an invitation, not an indictment. Beat laziness by befriending. It's setting small gates, designing your environment, and honoring your limits with curiosity. If something here landed, tell me what you tried. Share your wins, your slip-ups, or your questions in the comments. Let others learn from your tiny, brave experiments.